Good morning. It's November 6th, 2021. I'm just out in my front yard spending time with God, just enjoying this beautiful, beautiful morning. This is a view of my front yard. I live in Arroyo Grande, California, and it's just a gorgeous place to live. But I want to tell you about a dream I had about 2 years ago. I had a dream within a dream. I was sitting on the edge of my bed and I was listening to a conversation between two devils. Between two devils. And God took me into this place and let me hear the enemy's plans. Now, this was in 3 weeks before Rosh Hashanah in 2019, before coronavirus came out and hit the United States. But these two devils were talking, and one said to the other, "The time has come to usher in the spirit of Antichrist," using the ancient language. And the other devil began to chant in a language that was unfamiliar to me. And then I woke up from the dreams. Well, as we can see, this spirit of Antichrist has been ushered into the earth. That was about over 2 years ago. And but God gave me some clarity about this dream just recently. He took me back to the dream. And then he took me to Daniel chapter 7, where it talks about this, what's going on right now. Let me read it to you. It's talking about a king. And I believe this king, Daniel had a dream in Daniel chapter 7. And God showed him this king that would arise. And I believe this king is this spirit of Antichrist. It says, "After them, another king will arise, different from the earlier ones. He will subdue 3 kings. He will speak against the Most High and oppress his holy people, and try to change the set times and the laws." I read that, and then God spoke to me when I read that, and he took me back to the dream. He said, "I didn't say the time had come to usher in the spirit of Antichrist. He said the enemy decided it was time to come, time to usher in that spirit." And then he told me this. He said, "I have allowed the enemy to try to change the timeline to accomplish my purposes on the earth." Isn't that cool? It's so awesome. God has allowed this. He's allowed the enemy to try to change the timeline to accomplish God's own purposes. It talks about that in Proverbs also. It says, I believe it's Proverbs 16, chapter 16. God says, he works through everything to accomplish his purposes. Even the wicked are included in his plans. He saves them for the day of disaster. But I just want to encourage you right now, and with this dream and this word, that this is not the end. This is not the end of all things. This is not the end of the world that we're looking at right now. What we're looking at right now is something straight out of the Bible, straight out of Revelation chapter 6, straight out of Daniel chapter 7. The enemy is trying to change the timeline. He's trying to come in, usher the spirit of Antichrist into the world before its time. And God has allowed it because God has a purpose for us right now. He has a purpose for me, purpose for you. Great, wonderful plan for the people, every person on the earth right now. And God is accomplishing his will, his desire for the people, for all nations. Anyway, I just want to encourage you with this word. I hope it gives you some clarity and some hope. And be encouraged. Good things are happening. God is accomplishing his plans all over the world right now. And it is going to get much, much better. Things are changing for the better right now. Okay. I love you. God bless you. God loves you. Talk to you soon.